What if your biggest obstacle to love isn't them, but you? Could it be that the harder you try to control love, the further it slips away? Are you chasing an illusion of love instead of embracing its true form? What if the key to finding the one is to stop looking for the one altogether? It's interesting how often we chase after external validation, isn't it? For some, it's a career. For others, it's a relationship. We often believe that achieving a certain milestone or finding a specific person will finally make us feel complete. But what happens when we reach that goal, only to discover that the void is still there? I think the truth is that a lot of us tie our sense of self-worth to external achievements. In many cases, things like professional success or a romantic relationship become integral to our identity. So when those things are threatened or taken away, it can feel like we're losing a part of ourselves. And you know, it's so common to think you have it all figured out, to have a clear vision of what your life should look like. We set these expectations, and when reality doesn't match them, it can be incredibly disheartening. But perhaps that's where the real journey begins, the journey of self-discovery that comes when you're forced to redefine yourself. When we make decisions from a place of insecurity, fueled by a desire to prove our worth, those choices often lead us down paths that aren't truly aligned with our authentic selves. This often results in chasing after things that don't resonate with us. Instead of acting from a place of fear, it's important to consider making choices rooted in trust, rooted in love. Fear constricts while trust expands. Trust in this sense is about surrendering to life, trusting that everything is unfolding as it should, even when it doesn't make sense in the moment. Now, when we talk about relationships, it's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that another person will complete us, that a relationship will fill some kind of void. We come into these unions with expectations, and when those expectations aren't met, disappointment sets in. This can lead to a sense of being lost and unfulfilled. Perhaps the biggest revelation is understanding that relationships aren't about what we can get from them, but about what we can give and create together. And I think a crucial step is letting go of this idea that you can control another person or a situation. You see, control stems from fear, and it always leads to failure in the long run. Rather than trying to control, focus on embodying and amplifying the best qualities within yourself and your partner. So how do you shift from a place of fear and control to a place of trust and surrender? It starts with a deep surrender within yourself, a willingness to let go of your ego and the limited perceptions of what you think you want. Your ego is a cage, binding you to your current circumstances, preventing you from evolving into the person you're meant to be. Every day, practice letting go of a piece of your self-imposed identity. Remind yourself that you are not limited to your current role or status. The universe is filled with infinite possibilities, and you can only access them by staying present. The past is a memory. The future is a thought. The present is where the magic happens. Manifestation, in this context, is about visualizing what you desire, but then releasing it to the universe, trusting that it will take shape in the way it's best for everyone involved. In our modern society, the logical, ambition-driven side of our brains often overshadows our creative, intuitive side. While ambition has served us in the past, it's no longer the driving force it once was. Now it's more important to cultivate our creativity and embrace the infinite possibilities that life has to offer. To truly get out of your own way, find practices that allow you to tap into your emotional core. Breathwork can be incredibly powerful for this, helping you access buried emotions and fears. Meditation can also be a transformative practice, allowing you to quiet your mind and connect with pure consciousness, a state of pure awareness. When you reach that state, you begin to welcome possibilities you never even imagined. You start to peel away layers of fear, ego-driven desires, and limiting ambitions. It's about coming from a place of pure, unconditional love, not just for yourself, but for everyone and everything around you. Everything is connected. All is one. And when you lead from a place of love, limitations start to dissolve. Remember, when you find yourself comparing yourself to others, you're limiting your own potential. Instead, wish them well, celebrate their successes, and allow yourself to be inspired by their journey. The universe operates on laws and principles that, when followed, can bring magic into your life. The law of mentalism suggests that everything is mental. Everything in your world is formed first in the mind. Staying aligned helps with all of the laws of the universe. When you're misaligned, worry, stress, and anxiety creep in. So many people take on more than they should, working long hours and neglecting their well-being. But we're here to enjoy life, to create magic, to learn, and to help others. It's not about accumulating wealth or material possessions. Travel, for example, can be a powerful way to open your mind, learn about different cultures, and connect with others. In every interaction, choose to be a source of light, a beacon of positivity. Make your presence memorable, leaving people feeling uplifted and loved. If you're looking to apply these principles to your relationships, the most tactical thing you can do is to become vulnerable. Vulnerability means letting go of who you think you are and showing up as pure, unconditional love. Love your partner for all their qualities, focusing on the good. Any challenges or imperfections can be addressed through love. If you've made a full commitment, there should be no room for anything that negatively affects the relationship. As men, it's so important to open up to the women in our lives and be completely present with them, allowing them to trust us. Now, the dating landscape can be tricky because it's challenging for anyone to date these days. Online dating in particular can be challenging, often leading to objectification and a focus on superficial qualities. But by showing up as your authentic self, you can rise above the noise and create meaningful connections. As men, we have to understand that the weight of a woman's heart is not through how much money we make. It's about our ability to be able to open up and show ourselves in a way that is purely who we are and let go of all things surrounding that. If we can open up and completely allow her to trust us, and vice versa, that's when the magic truly occurs. So how do you know if someone is the one? The truth is that those questions are often rooted in expectations. Instead of expecting someone to be a certain way, allow the relationship to unfold organically. Every relationship is a lesson, an opportunity for growth. If you have an expectation, you may miss the lesson that the universe wants you to have. Pure unconditional love should be the foundation, allowing the relationship to become whatever it's meant to be. Going on a date can be an opportunity to establish trust, to show up as your authentic self, unafraid to be vulnerable. This can be something that you practice by closing your eyes, taking a breath, and asking yourself, who am I? Listen and feel what comes up. That's the universe reminding you that you are pure love. If you show up in all aspects of your life as pure love, the outcome will always be exquisite. The relationship with the world connects to our relationship with others. Engaging with love and compassion creates a positive and fulfilling life. Ultimately, our relationships dictate the quality of our lives, and in turn, whether our existence is happy and balanced. It might sound a little out there, but we're all just big children at heart. Some of us have been able to maintain that childlike wonder, while others have lost touch with it. But it's always there, waiting to be rediscovered. We should always remember that we're here to enjoy this journey. We all came here for a reason, and we have the power to paint our own picture, to create our own masterpiece. Once you unleash that power within, true beauty emerges, a beauty that knows no judgment, that simply is. Remember, true beauty is about being and allowing,